market has a mixed signal. We are in red overall in the market cap, but we are still staying strong about $2.5 trillion market cap, which is excellent. We came back about $2.5 trillion. Now, if you look at XRP on a 4-hour chart, there is a little bit of bearishness evolving here unless you break to the upside. Now remember, this is 4-hour chart, so you'll have to look at different levels. So when you step back into a 3-day chart, you get a little bit bullishness, but when you go into a weekly chart again, MACD is crossing to the downside. The price is getting rejected at the top of the pattern, meaning the resistance is pushing the price to the downside. So you can anticipate it can go down to this support level. Now, that's on a weekly where you're going towards that support level. So on a 4-hour chart, you may literally go back down to test this support line. Now, from here, that's not too lengthy drop. 1.05, 1.06 has been acting as a support line from some time, right? We've been through this level. We've stayed there. Instead of bouncing higher and breaking through, we have stayed within this with all the noise going out with the SEC, going against the crypto, China ban, Coinbase issue. Everything is moving like this. So right now, we are waiting for a macro breakout here in the RSI. We get to see this. We definitely get to see this. The RSI is still bouncing. We've been following this for some time. On a monthly, we are bouncing. So now I would like to actually take you guys through a lot of different factors which is affecting the market now. So once you're aware of this, once you're informed correctly, you can take the right decision, because when you're comparing with the Bitcoin dominance and altcoin chart, you now have a right perspective when you're looking at on a macro. And when you zoom in and look at it, you kind of get clear ideas there. Now, yes, you'll also have to compare XRP as an XRP investor. Look at what it has done in relation to the bull market, right? So you are kind of comparing it with asset class which has actually done better. Now, when you're comparing that, you have a lot of factors where it topped out, where it bottomed out, where it actually broke above the consolidation range, where it was being in an accumulation range, when it started the wave one. All those stuff has to be considered, right? Now, once you consider that one, you get a lot of more information to process yourself. Why? Because this market has a lot of opportunity. This market does show you a lot of opportunity. Say you are looking at these coins and you see like, okay, this coin just went up like this coin is doing fine, this is taking off. Now, yes, you are not in just one asset. If you are, you can think about moving into a lot of different assets, because we don't know which one is going to move higher first. So if you have that level of patience to wait and accumulate a particular asset until it go up, that's all good, that's all great. That's the right way of an investor. But being a human being, in between, you want to move into different coins. If you have hard time to find new liquidity coming in, cash flow coming in to invest, that is one of the best steps you can do. You'll go into an asset, you wait there, it pumps, you are now there in 4 or 5 assets, 2 of them pumps, you take the profit, move them to the other one which you want to increase on. So that's the right strategy in the market. Welcome to the Scientific Investor family, where we discuss crypto and science behind investing regularly. In this market, it's about adapting, it's about improvising. So once you know what's happening inside the market, you get idea about different assets, what you're going to do. Say you get placed into different assets. So 5 to 8 assets, and you kind of see your portfolio growing over time. Say this is a chart which we actually dropped a month back, say back in September 25th, when prices were going down. Say this particular chart was dropped for my patrons, where it was showing like, okay, we are reaching this strong support. We have been inside that in many different assets. We are seeing the same stuff. So it should happen in here too. Now, yes, we stayed there for some time, but there was a follow-up chart which I dropped October 16th. You see this, we are kind of bouncing from there. We are going through that moving average. Now, yeah, we got rejected at the moving average, but indicators were showing positive energy. That's buying pressure, strength from the buyers. So after that, October 19th, we got a break about the moving average. So if you are following an asset, if you are in that asset and following what's happening in that asset, you are now slowly prepared to take your profit. Now, it's not only one or two assets. We go through the Patreon where you have a lot of different assets being posted on a regular basis. Why? Because if you are in that asset and you get a chart once in a month, you get the idea at least what that's doing right now. And if there's a lot of members trading that particular asset, you're going to get that chart updated every week, one or two times every week, right? So now this is opportunity in the market. When you're nearing different areas and different assets, you understand what to buy, when to buy, where to take profit, and when to exit. So now guys, let's really dive into these. What's happening right now in the Bitcoin price action? Right now, when we are looking at the Bitcoin chart, this is what we actually see. Okay, we have a support that's been strong. We were anticipating this to be strong and we are bouncing. Now we have a trend line which will be revalidated when we bounce. But are we going to directly drop to this bottom and bounce? Most probably no. Why? We're going to have slower range because we had this range of resistance which we broke higher. We got rejected. We came back and now this is support. When you're on a microstructure, when you go in, this was your resistance. You broke above that. You are now staying above that, which means it's a support on that time frame. Now you look at the indicators. MACD has crossed to the upside. You're moving to the upside. RSI, however, is getting rejected at the top. So we need to make a higher high, higher low, and then bounce and then break above this pattern. That's where we're going to get more momentum coming in. So say this one is a 3-day chart and this one is a weekly chart. So as you compare between these, say this is Bitcoin and this is Stellar. Now why am I saying this? Look at the indicators. That actually gives you a lot of ideas. Say if you want to compare it with XRP, we can do that and that's going to give you a lot more clarity. Say this is the altcoin side and this is for Stellar. Say XLM, you look at it on a 3-day chart, look at the indicators. You get it crossed to the upside, you get the RSI breaking to the upside. So that's all good, that's all great. Now you come on the same stuff for XRP and you see something similar in the indicators. Say the MACD is crossing to the upside, it's ready to cross to the upside. The RSI, however, it needs to bounce, but it's not bearish, right? So when you take a step back for XRP and move on literally to the weekly chart, you see this, the MACD is not crossing to the upside, it's actually crossing to the downside. So there is a possibility you are going to have 1 or 2 weeks more like this, staying within this pattern without bursting to the upside. Rather, you may actually have a week down towards the moving average, right? So if you are having liquidity and you're setting orders or you're prepared for the market to wick down and then come back in, see something like this. So you come down and you go back up and close there. So if that happens, again, it's a buying opportunity. Now, why am I saying this? It's not going bearish. It's showing you what's happening in the market, because on a 4-hour, you see this, and a weekly kind of supports that. Okay, we have a little bit of downside. Now, why do we say that? Because the RSI can go back down and then bounce higher and break above this pattern. So that's a little bit of negative case which you can look for XRP. If you are a buyer, a net buyer, you're looking for opportunity to buy this asset at a lower price. Say if you missed the 0.2, 0.3, 0.4 range, now 99% of time you're not going to get that price level back anytime soon. So if you are looking at this, you are like, okay, fine, what can I get out of this if I want to buy more? Your best bet would be somewhere close to this 1.03, 1.05, right? Unless we break below that, we are not looking for any targets below that, because we've been staying above that particular range for some time now. Now that's on a 4-hour chart, right? If you're a trader looking for next 2 months, 3 months range, you're looking for that. Now you zoom out, you look at this, you're like, okay, fine, the price has been respecting this particular trend line resistance for some time. We are ranging inside that. The chances are high that we are going to break to the upside and move higher. So now you're going to zoom in on your indicators and see what they are suggesting, right? MACD on a daily is crossing to the downside. So if you connect your tops here in the RSI, it's trending to the downside. It's probably moving to the downside. So on a 3-day, you get a call to the upside, but on a daily and a weekly and a 4-hour, you get chances like, okay, we may not be going up, we would be staying here, or we are correcting down. So what's your support range? It's your moving averages, which you are holding on to right now. So on a daily, you are right now holding on to your moving average. So if you are moving through that, then the next one is 1.03. So that's why I told you like 1.03 has been long-term resistance support range, and the moving average is there right now. So it's going to be supportive as the price fluctuates. Now, this is for XRP. What about the entire market? Because when you're looking at the Bitcoin dominance, you kind of see like, okay, fine, that's the case for XRP. But here Bitcoin dominance shows it went up, it hit that moving average zone, and it got rejected. That means probably you're going to slow down here for Bitcoin, meaning in altcoins, you're going to get accelerations. So on a weekly, this is what you see on altcoin market cap. Your MACD crossed to the upside, it came back down, it retested, and now it's bouncing, which is bullish. And you look at the RSI, you see that, okay, it's breaking through that. That's extra bullish. Now, you step in closer, look at the MACD, it's again crossing to the upside, it's trending to the upside. You look at the RSI, it's at that point where you're going to break out. So on a weekly, it kind of agrees with the 3-day, or you can say it opposite. 3-day agrees with the weekly. That's bullish. So now you just need the breakout in the price where you are getting that cup and handle pattern, and you break to the upside and you ride through the upside. So now you have a question, okay, when the altcoin market entirely is moving up, won't XRP move higher? That's a real question to actually answer, right? We need to consider what's happening in the market, what has happened in the market, and what's the possibilities. So that's where we are going with this. So in this particular chart, what we are eyeing is like, say, the top of the cycle, right? Here the altcoins entirely topped out here, where XRP also did top. But when you're looking at the bottom, you see that after 343 days, the entire altcoin market cap just bottomed. But XRP took 798 days, say 800 days. So that's literally like you are taking like 430 days more to do that, which is, like you just take 460 days, a year and more extra to find the bottom. Now that's like way extended, and you're super slow compared to the market. Fine. But what's next is that you had this accumulation range, you have that breakout range, which XRP also had here, and we broke higher at this level of last November. The swell event, the pump and all, we broke higher there. So now if we consider that one, we broke higher from the bottom, we broke higher at 252 days, whereas the entire altcoin market cap did that around 600 days. So now you are like, okay, fine, that's 350 days of recovery compared to last time where you were like 460 days slow. Now you took 360 days back. So now you are closer to them, almost 100 days. Then what happens? After that, the next wave to the upside was like 200 days for the entire altcoin market, and you just did that in 100 days. So you recovered another 100 days. So now you came back to the same cycle where you're matching it up with the entire altcoins. So when people say, fine, you are looking for this, but this particular asset is not going to do anything, close your eyes, say bye-bye, because you don't have to listen to them. When you look at the chart and you personally understand that, okay, we've been slow, agreed, but from that point we are recovering, we are catching up, now we are with them. So if this trend continues in this bull market, common sense says, okay, you were like 460 days back, you recovered. Again, you took a step and you recovered. Right now, you can probably go faster than them. So from that top to the bottom, and from the bottom till the next roof in this bull market, your recovery has been exceptional, right? Till the bear market, when you're going down, XRP is slow. Now this is one of the key idea here. Okay, whenever the market corrects, XRP is super slow. But whenever the market is actually trending higher, XRP accelerates and catch up with the market and accelerates, overtaking it. So are you in it during that overtaking part, or are you saying, okay, I'm going to step out, it's super slow, it's not correcting properly, the others have actually found the bottom, they have bounced. Now wait, because before they start the actual run up, XRP is going to catch up. So for wave 2, this is what you're eyeing at. You're looking for Ether, you're looking for other coins which are going to bounce through their wave 2. So Ether, the last target high in wave 1 was like 4,330, or say 4,400, 4,400, right? So now you put that into perspective. Right now it's somewhere close to that 4,100 or 4,100 range. So you need to break above that and you're moving into your wave 2. So where is XRP? It's not close to its previous top, but it's not too far away from that. So it's low in the correction. So that's the same case what we have seen in the history. So as the price goes up, that's where you're going to see the acceleration in XRP, and you personally don't want to miss this one. Now, this chart I've created yesterday, so you see the XRP price like 1.15, and right now it's like 1.08. So there is a little bit of difference in the price, but however, you're going to look at the entire structure and see the correct stuff, right? You look at the market and say, okay, that's doing well. However, your XRP is not doing great. But this is the reality. You look at the macro scenario, you look at everything, analyze it, and come to a conclusion. So if this makes sense for you and your time is being valued here on the Scientific Investor channel, please do hit that like and subscribe button. That supports the channel a lot, and that's like an appreciation for the work we do here, right? So guys, once you are in an asset, learn that asset, compare it as much as possible, and come to your own conclusion. Don't just jump into a random guy saying something. If this makes sense for you, you sit there, you pause it, you sit there, you look at and you analyze, and if you have same finding, that's great. Now if you come up with the different findings and you can support it up with the actual charts, now there is something different, right? Now you are looking through that and what's different, which one has the higher probability. That's where you succeed, because looking at the same chart, 10 guys can come up with 10 items, 10 patterns, 10 thought process, but the question mark is who finds it with the higher probability. Say one can be 60 and one can be 30. So if you're going with 31, the level of risk involved is higher. If you're going with 60, one level of risk involved is lesser. So if you are an investor, rather than looking at the upside or downside, you're looking for more certainty. So the reduction in uncertainty is what matters, and that's what you try to do scientifically. So guys, if you really received value for your time, please do support the channel, hit that like and subscribe button, and if you want these kind of updates for different assets in your portfolio to see where it's breaking out, which is an opportunity now, when should you enter, where should you take your profit and exit, you can definitely look at the Patreon. The link is given in the description below. So I'll suggest you wait a week more, enter early next month. That's going to be beneficial for you. So I don't have to refund, do that extra process there, and it's going to be a little bit of wait, but it's going to be a lot of value for what you are going to do. So guys, I'll meet you on the next video. Bye for now.